Hello everyone, Katie here and welcome back to another video. So it has been a long time since I have done a lightfastenss review, and today we're going to be testing out some gouache. So I have 4 different types of gouache here. This does not include my acrylic gouache, which will be in a separate video someday. I don't have enough of that, I think, to test out. So anyway, I have 4 different types here. We have the Lucas gouache, it's the designer gouache. I have their full set of this, I believe. I think it was like a 12 or 18 set, I don't remember. Then I have the 18 set of Holbein Artist's gouache. I have 4 Turner design gouaches, and then I also have the 24 set of the Arteza gouache. And I thought that it would be really fun to just kind of pit these up against each other, or actually really pit them up against the sun, and see how they stand up to 3 months of being in direct sunlight. So yeah, without further ado, I'm going to swatch them out, do a little time-lapse talk over that, and then we're going to head right into the final results because, yeah, by the time you see this video, it will have been 3 months. Before we get into the swatches and the rest of the video, though, I want to let you guys know that the 30% off everything in my sale ends tomorrow, so if you want to get something from my store, I would go check it out. I probably won't be having a sale again for a while, so if you're interested in 30% off anything in my store, go ahead over there. There will be a link on the screen. Now on to my favorite part of these lightfastenss tests, and that is the swatches. So I made a grid just so every paint had its own little box to be in, just to make it a little more organized. Plus I could write the names and the pigment information. I had one of my lovely subscribers request that I put pigment information on there because honestly it is handy, and I don't know why I didn't think about doing it earlier. But yeah, so, again, this is my favorite part. I love swatching them. But anyway, after I swatch these, they are going to go on their new home of my window, which they don't like to stay in the window, but I try to keep them there as much as possible. They sit there for about 3 months, and then I come and take a look at them and talk about the results, which we'll get to in a minute. But you know, a lot of these results surprised me because obviously I'm doing this voiceover after I already know what happened. You know, I expected some of them to shift more, and I expected certain ones to not shift at all, so we will have to see which ones shift. You'll see in a moment, though. Anyway, again, I expected gouache to be a lot less light fast than it was. Maybe it's just because the type of gouache. I'm not really quite sure. But anyway, I'm pleasantly surprised with these, and I don't know, it's just nice knowing that some of the paints that you're going to be using are light fast, so if you plan on selling the pieces, you know, you don't have to worry about it. Alright, it has been about 3 months, and we're going to take a look at these results. I can already kind of tell some of them have faded a lot. So what I did was I just taped a piece of paper to the tops of these, and then I let it just kind of like the colors that were exposed. Obviously we're exposed to the sun for 3 months in a full sun window. And yeah, so let's expose them and see which pigments are light fast and which ones are not. Now of course keep in mind that this is 3 months. Some pigments will fade after the 3-month mark. So at the top here you can see that these two do not have any fading, which is nice. These are both the Turner design gouache. And then, honestly, in this row, most of the colors didn't really shift. You can see a few who did. So there is this red. It faded quite a lot. And then this green got really, really dull. But other than that, these pigments are pretty good. So these 2 colors here are the Lucas colors. These 6 right here are Holbein. And then these ones are all Arteza. So these 2 in the Arteza line, which is the crimson, the pigment is PR21 and PR13, and the sap green, which is pigment PG7 and PY1, those fade quite a bit. Alright, next section. Alright, again with the Turner colors, they did not fade at all. Same with the Lucas and the Holbein, which is nice. The mid yellow in the Arteza line, PY1, did fade quite a bit, and so did the peach pink. which is pigment. It's like a fluorescent pigment. I don't even know. It's C.1.45410. So that one faded quite a bit. But yeah, for the most part, the Arteza ones are holding up. So yeah, I'm really surprised about that actually, because they are very inexpensive. As far as the tubes are concerned, the Crimson says they have a light fastness rating of 3, which, as you can tell, is not true. The mid yellow right here has a light fastness of 3 as well, which again is not true. Sap green, again, same thing, light fastness of 3, not light fast. And the peach pink really doesn't surprise me that much. It says it has a light fastness of 2. I would have put that at like a light fastness of 0, because that is not great. So anyway, let us go on to the next section. So starting at the top, I no longer have Turner colors, so we've got the Lucas colors here, which again held up really well. We've got 2 more Lucases down here. Then we have 4 Holbeins, which held up really well. We have 6 Arteza here at the bottom. Then we have Flush, and as you can tell, the Flush just completely faded. So if you want to know the pigments, it's PW6, PY3, and P013. And then, for the most part, the rest of them held their integrity, so yeah. And the last one we've got here, also, the Flush says it has a light fastness of 3, which again is complete crap. Then, on to our last section. So, we've got the Lucas up here again, these 4. And again, there's no shifting, which is great. Same with the Holbein. And then down here with the Arteza, so we had some shift on the Vermilion. And Vermilion says it has a light fastness of 3. Again, it's not a very accurate light fastness representation. And the Scarlet shifted as well, which again has a light fastness of 3. This is PR4, and then this one is PR21. So pretty much I'm noticing across the board with the Arteza that most of the reds faded, or like a pink, some kind of derivative. So, you know, we've got Vermilion, Scarlet, and Crimson that faded, then we have the pink, and then the Flush color. So the only oddball on this is the green one, which was more fugitive than I thought it would be. So with this test, and again, this is only 3 months, so some of these other colors could fade with more time. I honestly don't have time to do longer than 3 months unless I forget about it, but I like to get these videos out to give you a general idea. So, as far as my light fastness test goes, this is all of the regular gouaches that I own. So, honestly, some of them did really well. Actually, a lot of them did. So, all my Turner colors, all my Lucas colors, which were kind of, I didn't expect them to do very well, and all of my Holbein colors, they're really light fast. The Arteza colors are pretty fugitive. Not all of them, but just like the reds are kind of fugitive. So, from what I understand though, a lot of gouaches aren't light fast, or they don't last as long as, say, a watercolor would. A highly light fast watercolor, mind you. But, I don't know, like, as much as I really like the Arteza, as far as light fastness goes, I'd pick the Lucas set if you're looking for a cheap set. Because honestly, I got a ton of different colors and they're not going anywhere. Whereas with the Arteza one, you know, all the reds are fugitive. So, yeah, I'm just really happy with my Holbein. Holbein's my favorite gouache, and I'm really happy to know that they're light fast. So, yeah, I hope this was informative. If I ever get any more gouaches, I will do another review for you guys as far as light fastness is concerned. I have done a couple of other light fastness reviews, and if you want, I will link those up here. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Again, I hope you found it informative, and hope it shed some light on some of these finicky little colors. And yeah, so I'm gonna get to another one. I think I'm gonna do some more watercolors. Leave a comment down below. Let me know some of the art supplies that maybe you've seen me use in a video or something that you'd like to see tested. If you aren't already and you want to be a part of our adorable squid pod, there is a subscribe button down below with a little bell next to it that if you ring the bell, you get notified on when I upload new videos. I also have social media links down in the description below, and I have Patreon down there too, so if you want rewards like prints and a liner and chances to win free stuff from my store, certainly click up here or down in the description to go check that out and support the channel. So yeah, until next time, my adorable squidlings, toodaloo!